It's been a long day, but I am here. I made it. And it's not that anyone cares, but it's currently 7:30 p.m. and I am very tired. And I do not want to be here right now, to be honest with you. I'd rather be inside relaxing. Um, but not only do I enjoy training, which cannot be said 100% of the time. There's definitely moments like right now. I'm not enjoying this. I don't want to be here. I also have pretty high standards of willpower. I have a workout scheduled today. I'm going to get it done. It may not be the best workout I've ever had. It may not even really be a good workout. But I'm going to show up and train anyway, because that's what we do. So, anyway, everything's set up. And today's honestly not even that hard of a workout. So really a better workout could not have landed on a day like today. So I'm going to be as optimistic as possible. And let's go ahead and break down what we're doing. It's literally, well, as you know, it's dynamic effort, lower body. We're going to do a squat. We're going to do a rack pull. I have lunges and then leg curls. And that's it. So it's a pretty short one, actually. Dynamic effort usually does go by pretty quickly anyway. First up, it's SSB box squat. So I have the wedge back in place because honestly, I'll probably never do box squats any other way ever again. This just feels fucking phenomenal. And I haven't seen my friend at the gym since I tried this. I can't wait to see him again so I can be like, yo, I tried that thing and it's awesome. Anyway. What was I saying? 8x2 today, so 16 total repetitions. OVR is already hooked up. Bands are on. We're pretty much ready to go. Previous bout of this was 200 pounds, and we averaged a 0.79 speed. So it's a little lower than I would like, so I think we're going to do that again. We're going to load 200 again, and then I'll see if I can speed it up a little bit. So anyway, that's kind of the plan. Of course, we'll see how everything feels because I could very easily get up to 160-ish and it feels like shit. So yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of procrastinating. But we're going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, it's 8x2 and then we'll move into rack pulls. So let's go ahead and get started. Ugh. First couple reps won't be too fast. And I might have to bring those bands back just a little bit. Or the box forward. I'm going to scoot the box forward just a little bit because I do feel like I'm barely getting on there. All right, we jumped straight to 158 just because I don't want to do many jumps. It feels good enough to where I feel like I can just jump straight here. And again, we're aiming for 200, so 40 pounds on here will put us at 198. Collars will put us at 200. That's basically how that goes. Looking for my box. I don't know how far back it is. There we go. If I can feel it with my calves, I know where I'm at. A little shaky. So I think I just need to get used to that weight. So I'll probably do like an interim jump before we go straight to 198 just to make sure I feel comfortable under the bar. I am sore as fuck from yesterday because my variation changed. I don't know if I told you guys this already, but on Thursday's conditioning, I do direct core work on that day. And so basically what I end up doing is rotating between flexion extension, rotation, and lateral flexion. And so I'm doing lateral flexion now. So I was doing like heavy barbell side bends. And it's been a minute since I've done those. So my fucking abdominals on the side here and my QLs are just fucking obliterated. Feels horrible. Not too bad, I don't think. Speed's at 0.86, and the second one I felt was slower than the first. So remember, our average at 200 was 0.79. So I'm just going to try and speed that up a little bit, which I think we can do. So 8 sets. And again, you guys are going to see a quick cut, and then we'll get right into it and do all 8 sets in one take. It's okay. So 8x2. Camera's rolling. Let's fucking go. I am procrastinating. You can't tell. First one was a little slow, but second one we sped it up a little bit. So, and we're taking anywhere between like 45 and 60 seconds between sets. I typically do 45 for bench, 60 for squats, and then 30 for deads. But sometimes it's just subject to change based on the rep prescriptions and stuff like that. But given how I feel, we'll probably start setting up at 45 and be squatting around 55, somewhere in there. And I'm also hoping that I will wake up here soon because I am feeling worn out. Sorry, yawn tax. Well, I'm at least maintaining my speed of 0.8. I was hoping to be a little bit faster, but it's all good, I guess. It's like I said before we started this, here's how I feel. We're just checking off the box today, you know? I mean, if I PR, cool, but otherwise, I'm just checking off the box. Do what I can. No, I slowed down big time, dude. 0.77. Holy shit. That just fucked the average right there. I know it did. That just ruined the fucking average right there. Oh well. We are officially halfway anyway, so. If I'm about to wake up, it needs to happen now. We'll see what we can do on deads, though. Maybe deads will be a little bit faster. Sometimes it's just how it goes, dude. Yeah, now explain that to me. It shot all the way up to 0.85. Like, okay, whatever. I don't understand that one, but. Oh. I am feeling a little bit better, though. That's true. I am noticing my energy's kind of improving a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I definitely sped it up, that's for sure. I don't know how, but we did. We got 2 sets left. I don't know what is happening, but the speed continues to improve. Am I finally awake? Hey, you're finally awake. One more. That'll be our 16. And then we get to go deadlift. There's going to be a close stance or conventional, whatever you want to call it, barbell rack pull, which we're going from like usually like mid shin, maybe a little higher, for 8x2 as well with 30-second rest. Whew. All right, you guys ready to hear the average? Let's get on over there, see what we managed. All right. 0.81. So that is a 0.2 improvement since last time we did this. Same weight, 0.2 seconds faster on average. let's fucking go. I will be right back because we gotta break this down, set up for deads. But for you, it'll be happening right now. So barbells out, green minis are on. Shouldn't be too much. I think it's like roughly 40 pounds a side, somewhere around there. 8 sets of 2, 30-second rest. Previous best, 185 at like 0.82. So we're going to try and do that again. Well, not again, but I am going to see how it feels. I would like to go 195 and see if I can keep up. So we'll see. Hopefully this yoke isn't in my way. It doesn't look like it would be, but I don't think it will. If it does smack me in the face a couple times, I'll take my hat off because I think that's probably, if anything, what's actually going to be in the way. Let me select my deal here. Average velocity. All right, cool. Yeah. It looks like it's going to hit me. That's the funny part. Oh, I'm sorry. The microphone. Go over there. Hang on, little buddy. I'm right here. All right. I do feel like that's going to fucking crack me, but we'll kind of play around with it. Maybe I will move it up just a little bit, or maybe I'll just get rid of it. Anyway, working up to 195, hopefully. I'm going to double check the range of motion. So if you didn't already know, that's one of the things I really like about OVR actually is it measures the distance of board travel. So I will compare that to my previous rack pulls because I don't have different rack pull heights in OVR. It's just rack pull. So I'll go back at the previous logs and kind of see what the range of motion was and then just compare that to today. Obviously, if it's, you know, several inches difference, then obviously it was a different height. And then we'll just compare speeds that way. So anyway, 8 sets of 2. This is the one take. I'm just going to leave it here. This is 30 seconds rest in between. Well, luckily deadlifts are feeling pretty good, despite my sore back. There we go, 0.8 on that one. .82. I actually kind of like the reflex a little bit. I play around with it a lot because one of my favorite guys on social media is Trevor Jaffe, if you're familiar with him. He's great. He's obviously a really great coach. And my favorite thing about him is just the variation that he comes up with, because his variation isn't just variation for the sake of variation. All of it just makes a lot of sense. You know, because obviously he's trying to solve problems that are very specific to powerlifters. And just some of the stuff he comes up with, I'm like, damn, dude, it's brilliant. And one of the things he doesn't really advocate for, but it's a twitch at the bottom. So, which both of those were pretty slow. So of course I fuck it up when I talk about it, but he does it with sumo, and it's like it's like his substitute for wedging. So like he does it to wedge, and he's talked about before where like if you overshoot it, so like you're like too aggressive with the wedge, it'll actually put you out of position. So you have to be really familiar with your immediate pulling position to not fuck it up. And that's why he'll say, like, sometimes if you're just good at just wedging slow, just do that. Don't swap to the twitch. So see, like, I'm already here. I guess it depends on kind of what kind of person you are, because obviously some people respond to it better. And I think for sumo, I know for me, when I try and do that on sumo, it's easier to fuck up. As opposed to conventional, I feel like it doesn't really happen that often. What are we at? We're at 12. Got 2 sets left. But you can also set up from the bottom here, round back, and then pull slack from here. So it's like a slight pull and then like a twitch. It's kind of weird. And obviously, like, it's one of those things where if you've been deadlifting a certain way for super long, you don't want to change your technique, because then you have to learn a whole new technique and then master a whole new technique. If there's nothing wrong with your technique, and, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? If it's working, just keep pulling that way. But I kind of go back and forth, honestly, because both feel good. It kind of just depends on the day, to be honest with you. All right, that seemed like pretty good averages, to be honest. I had a few drops there. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, I was slower overall because I was at 0.76 overall, and I had a few really slow ones that fucked us up. But ROM was around 20 inches. So let's go back. So we can go back pretty far here. No, so ROM was actually a little bit shorter. It was a little bit shorter. It was about an inch shorter across the board. So that was from back in September. So it probably was a little lower. But 0.76, I mean, that's not too bad for deadlift, because when you think about our sumo pulls, that's about what we were pulling, right? Wasn't it 0.7 something? Or was it 0.6? Actually, it might have been 0.6 now that I think about it. Like 0.65, 0.66, something like that. Because I think some of our fastest pulls were like 0.7 or just barely breaking that point. So 0.76 is pretty fast, especially since I'm definitely more of a grinder on deadlifts than I am like fast. So anyway, with that being said, we're going to move into lunges. It's a 8 RM, I believe, goblet hold alternating reverse lunge. So it's a decent amount of shit. Previous record I think was 90 pounds, so we might go for 95 because I am feeling better than I was when we started. So we'll kind of see how it goes. All right, so we got our step out here, and like I said, we're gonna do goblet with the dumbbell, alternating reverse lunge off of the step. So you'll be here like this, goblet hold, you step off, deep ROM, step back up, reverse lunge on the other side. That's gonna be the combo. Previous record was 90 pounds for 8. And I'm pretty sure if it was off the shallow step, not the full, which 90 pounds doesn't sound that bad. I think I do remember the set though, which tells me it was bad. But I think that's really just, if anything, because of the goblet hold, not necessarily how it felt on the legs. Well, I mean, I could be wrong. We're going to do a couple warm-ups though. I'm thinking like 60, 80 for like 3 reps a pop or like 2 reps a pop, just to make sure everything feels okay, especially since it is such deep ROM. And then we'll just jump straight to 95 and see if we can smoke it. So 60 up first. Yeah, I mean, that feels fine. All right, we'll go 80. 80, and then 95. And probably what I'll end up doing is just see you guys for 95. I don't know if I'm going to record the 80 because I'm just going to do like 2 reps like I just did. So anyway, we'll be back for the PR set. All right, guys. 95 pounds on the dumbbell. Now, if you're not already familiar, when I have the adder plates on there to make like the 5-pound increment, holding it goblet style hurts like a motherfucker because it's got like pins and edges and stuff that digs directly into your palm. And it feels like shit. So what I'm gonna have to do is unrack the dumbbell, and then I have a towel, like a gym towel, that I just put right over the adder plate, and then I just hold it that way, and it's good enough for what it is for me to get through my set. And again, it's 8 per leg, and we're alternating. So we don't get a break in between sides. It's going to be just 1, 1, 2, 2, etc., all the way to 8. And then we're good. This 95 pounds shouldn't feel too bad. Goblet hold, I think if anything, it'll be pretty easy to hold goblet style. And then the leg department, you know, I mean, we got crazy amount of ROM here. So we're going to see how that feels, especially towards the end, because my hips are a little sore. But it shouldn't be too bad. 80 felt fine. So 15 extra pounds shouldn't be anything crazy. But you'll see what I mean here in a second. I'm going to pull this out of here. So I'm going to support this. And then all I do is just fold this like a time or two. Something like that usually is good. And then literally I just like feed this through. And then boom. So just like this, then my hands just hold the towel. And so it doesn't dig into my palm. You still feel it, but it's not nearly as bad. So I've tried to do it barehanded before, and it feels like shit. So, all right, let's fucking go. Oh, never mind. That is kind of heavy. Seven. Oh. Oh. Not too bad, buddy. Easy peasy. Woo! All right, guys, we got a descending ladder here. So we're gonna do 20, 16, 12, 8. We got a 45 on there now for 20. I don't think that should be a problem. This leg curl is heavier than expected, just because of the moment arm. So you don't need a whole lot of weight to pump the shit out of this. But I think 45 for 20 should be okay. And then I'm gonna go up by 5 for each set because I haven't done this before with this leg curl. So I'm kind of guessing at all the weights. I'm just going off of what feels or what has felt normal before. So anyway, we're gonna do 4 sets back to back, not back to back, but like 45, 60 seconds in between, upping the weight by 5 pounds each time and decreasing reps by 4 each time. So again, this is 45 for 20, and I should probably take the lock off so I can actually do the exercise. That would be a good idea. There we go. I'm so smart. Ugh. Ugh. Not too bad. A few reps in reserve there, which is good. So like I said, we're gonna throw a 5 on, rest a little bit, then go again. All right, as promised, I threw a 5 on. Now it's 16 reps. Oh, buddy. Whew. Oh, I'm gonna feel this tomorrow, that's for sure. Fuck me. All right, 55 for 12. My hammies are tender. Oh, God. Ah. Ah. The reason I kind of cut my ROM is I was starting to feel my low back kind of hyperextend to get that extra ROM, so I just cut it. All right, last one. This is 60 for 8. Oh, buddy. Go. Oh, God. Oh. 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 Fuck, man. Jeez. Right. Let me bring y'all into the light. Oh, hello. Oh God, that's horrible. Sorry. So I know we're all, fucked up right now, but I've just been kind of skipping the outros lately just because I've been so busy, and today I'm just so tired. So it is what it is, man. Training's been going good. I'm sore. Everything's been going well enough for what it is. What is this, week 5, I think? So we end week 5 tomorrow, and then we'll be just about halfway through the first conjugate block. So super exciting. Anyway, that's all, man. Again, if you have any questions about stuff, leave them down below in the comment section, obviously, and I'll get to you when I can. Otherwise, we're just going to keep training, keep getting after it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.